Imagine this. You're living a life designed entirely by other people's opinions. You study what they approve of. You wear what they expect. You post what they're like. And one day, you wake up and realize you don't even know who you are anymore. That's the hidden prison Marcus Aurelius warned us about almost 2,000 years ago. He wrote, "Don't waste the rest of your time worrying about what other people think, unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful." And he was right. Think about how much energy we spend worrying about what people might think. Should I wear this? Should I post that? Should I take this job, or will people judge me? We rehearse conversations in our head, replay embarrassing moments, and shrink our dreams just to fit someone else's expectations. And here's the irony. Most of the people we're afraid of disappointing are too busy worrying about themselves to remember what we did. We're living in a mental cage built not by their opinions, but by our attachment to those opinions. Marcus Aurelius had a point. If you're obsessed with what others think, you'll never do anything truly useful. Because usefulness isn't about applause. It isn't about approval. It's about being true to your nature. Think of a lamp. A lamp doesn't ask permission to shine. Its value comes from doing what it was made to do, giving light. And in the same way, your real value comes from being yourself, fully, unapologetically. But here's the cost of ignoring this truth. When you build your life on the foundation of others' approval, you're never free. You might look successful, you might look secure, but it's a false security. It's like being safe in a cage. Yes, you're protected, but at the cost of your freedom, at the cost of your life. You end up living as a prisoner to someone else's idea of you, and slowly abandoning your own. So what's the alternative? It's not about ignoring people completely. It's about refusing to let their opinions drive the wheel of your life. Here are some practical shifts. First, notice the motive behind your choices. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I want it, or because I'm afraid of what people will think if I don't? Second, play the thought experiment. Ask, if no one were watching, would I still choose this? Third, start small. Post the thing you actually like, even if it's not perfect. Wear the clothes that feel like you, not the ones that blend in. Say no to something just because it drains you, even if it looks good on paper. These aren't rebellious acts, they're acts of freedom. Little by little, they stitch you back to yourself. Now, some people might say, but I depend on people's opinions for success. Isn't that just how the world works? Not quite. Think of it like this. If you're selling water in a desert, does it matter what people think of you? Real value speaks for itself. When you focus on producing something meaningful, whether it's your work, your kindness, or your art, people's passing opinions can't erase that. Your fruit will come naturally when you stop living in the prison of approval. Marcus Aurelius said it best. If you waste your life worrying about what everyone thinks, you'll never do anything useful. And here's the truth. When you stop living for applause, you start living for truth. When you stop chasing approval, you start chasing what matters. That shift from approval to authenticity is the Stoic path to real freedom. So the question is, what's one choice you can make today? Not for them, not for applause, but for yourself.